In this video, we will talk about how to find the slope of a line from a graph. So the slope of a line is calculated using the following formula: the rise divided by the run. So let's check out a few examples of how we can use this formula. So let's say we have this line right here, and we want to know what is the slope of this line. So all we have to do to calculate the slope is find 2 points on the line that have whole number coordinates, or integer coordinates. So here's what I mean. If we consider this point right here on the line, we can see that it has an x value of, that looks like 1, and then a y value of 1, 2. So this point has the coordinates 1, 2. Notice these are both whole numbers. Now we just need to find one more point on the line that also has whole number coordinates. So if we pick this point right here, we can see that it has an x value of 1, 2, and a y value of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has the coordinates 2, 4. Now this would be in contrast to something like if you tried to pick this point right here on the line, it's kind of hard to tell what is that x value. It looks like maybe like 1.5, but we can't quite tell. So it helps if you just pick points on the line that have whole number coordinates. So once you've identified 2 points on the line, all you have to do is start with the point on the left and count what is the rise, or how many vertical units do you have to go up or down to get to the point on the right. So to go from this point on the left to this point on the right, we have to go up 1, 2. So our rise is 2. So let's write that right here. 2 over the run, that's the horizontal distance. So we said we have to go up 2, and then we have to go over 1, or over positive 1. So the run is just 1. So our slope is 2 over 1, which is just 2. So the slope of this line is 2. Now, it's worth noting that you can pick any 2 points on the line, and you should get the same slope no matter which 2 points you choose. So for example, let's say we did choose this point as our first point, but let's say we chose this point all the way up here as our second point. So let's calculate the slope using these 2 points. I'll make this one green as well, just to make it obvious. So to go from this point on the left to this point on the right, let's check out our rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. And our run, the horizontal distance, is 1, 2. So we would get 4 over 2. Well, 4 divided by 2 is also 2. So we can see that the slope of this line is 2. And it doesn't matter which 2 coordinates you choose to calculate the slope. All right, let's try another example. Let's say we want to find the slope of this line right here. Well, first let's identify 2 points on the line that have whole number coordinates. So it looks like this point right here has whole number coordinates. It looks like it has an x value of 1, 2, maybe negative 3, and a y value of 1. So that's 1 point. Let's find another point. Let's say this point right here. It looks like it has an x value of 2 and a y value of negative 1. So now that we've identified 2 points on the line with whole number coordinates, we just need to ask ourselves, to go from the point on the left to the point on the right, what is the rise, or what is the change in the vertical distance? Well, we can see that we have to go down 1, 2. So we have to go down 2. So the rise is a negative 2 since we're going down. The run would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to go 5 to the right. So negative 2 over 5. That's the slope of this line. All right, let's try another example. Let's say we want to find the slope of this line. So we'll notice this one's a little different. This line is perfectly horizontal. So if we pick 2 points, let's say this point right here, and let's say this point right here, and we calculate the slope, well, first we have to calculate the rise. So to go from the point on the left to the point on the right, what is the rise, or what is the vertical distance that we have to travel? Well, we'll notice that we don't have to go up or down because they're both on the same horizontal line. So the rise is 0. So let's write 0 over the run, that's the horizontal distance, would be 1, 2, 3. So 0 over 3. Well, 0 over anything is just 0. So the slope of this line is 0. And what you'll find is that whenever you encounter a horizontal line like this, the slope will always be 0. Because as you're moving from left to right, the line is not increasing or decreasing. All right, let's try one more example. Let's say we have this line and we want to calculate the slope of it. So for this line, we'll notice it's perfectly vertical. So if we pick 2 points, let's say this point right here and this point right here, to calculate the slope, if we calculate the rise, to go from the first point to the second point, we would go 1, 2, 3, so an increase of 3. But to calculate the run, remember that's the horizontal distance that we have to travel left or right. Notice that we don't have to go left or right at all to go from this point to the next point. Or in other words, the run is 0. So the slope we have is 3 divided by 0. Now, whenever you divide by 0, we say that's undefined because it's not possible to divide by 0. So the slope of this particular line is undefined. So keep that in mind whenever you encounter a vertical line like this, the slope will always be undefined.